Welcome back. Today's person of interest is Vivek Duggal. He's an author, advertising veteran and a former army cadet who has just released his debut novel. Vivek's path to writing has been quite interesting. He began as an army cadet, then moved into advertising, where he spent more than 2 decades working in Mumbai, Dubai and currently Toronto. Itarsi Express is his first novel as a result of his passion for storytelling. It's a crime thriller set around the Indian Railways. I do have a copy here as well. It unfolds through the unexpected turns that life and choices can take. Let's bring him in, find out what went to creating his first novel, Itarsi Express. Welcome to the Breakfast Club, Vivek. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me here.
Lovely. I hope you've had your first coffee of the day and we can get into the conversation,
Absolutely.
Get going. Lovely. Tell us a little bit about this book. So we see this book here, it's your debut novel. You've been in the world of advertising and marketing communications for the last 20 years. Was that the takeoff point and primarily the reason why we're looking at this novel today?
That was one of the factors really which led me to develop this interest and love really for storytelling. I've worked alongside some amazing people in advertising that fostered my drive to tell stories for brands. And I was doing that for a while until I reached a point where I thought I should tell some stories of my own. Other than that, also the characters in this book, I've met most of them in some form or the other. Not all of which I can disclose because some of them are pretty sketchy.
It's a police procedural.
That is correct. Yeah. It's a police procedural and there's a lot of characters really around the protagonist here who is Inspector Patil. Finally, the context in which these characters operate, which is the wonderful city of Mumbai, which I've called home for the longest time. Mumbai in all its chaotic charm continues to inspire me. And lastly, also India's multi-layered histories. This book shuffles between 1990s Mumbai, which was the entire encounter era in Mumbai, and 1800s India. And there were some commonalities in terms of the crimes taking place in these two eras. And the Itarsi Express brings it all together.
Lovely. So you've moved away from Mumbai. It's been a few years now, but Mumbai continues to live on in you, in your heart, in your memory. And that's why we're looking at this book. It's mostly written around Mumbai, the railway network, etc. You're telling us a lot of it is to do with your personal experiences. But what got you to finally realize that I want to begin writing my own novel? I want to start storytelling on my own. Because that's a huge step. That's a huge first step for every author.
I think this was the right time for a story such as this. There is a lot of narrative around India's history, and I would say a renewed interest around it. This examines the conditions in 1800s India. And while it is not a historical, but the stories are so interesting that it all comes together very well with our character, with our protagonist, Inspector Patil, investigating a series of disappearances around a night train and figuring that there are some tracks which lead to the past, the kind that just aren't meant to be followed. So I think the time is right for a story such as this. There is also a lot of interest in crime and thrillers. And that's what pumped me up to get writing.
Lovely. Now, speaking crime and thrillers, and we're seeing a lot of that in the cinematic aspect as well. OTT has brought about this huge revolution around this genre. Would you like your book to be adapted in that sense going forward? Is that the vision that you have for it? Because of everything I've picked so far, as I read through the pages, I did see it as a highly cinematic form of storytelling.
Absolutely. Yeah. The book is cinematic in terms of how it has been visualized. There is a great deal of, I would say, atmospheric element in really bringing alive the city of Mumbai and every little action which takes place. So if it makes that jump to the screen, why not? I think it will only be an opportunity to really bring it alive.
We just spoke right at the beginning while we were giving your introduction of your Army cadet days. Now, the sound of it is extremely fascinating. From an Army cadet life to advertisement to marketing, communication to finally an author today. And fiction is a huge part of it right now. Which of these experiences in your life have had the maximum impact in today ensuring that you come up with this book?
The Army was the first experience I had right out of college. So that really set the foundation for everything I did in life later. It continues to influence my outlook and approach towards life and work even today. And the other experiences too have had a big role. Each stint or each experience really brings its own magic and adds to your character. But I would say the Army started it all, and it continues to inspire me even today.
Lovely. Vivek, now because you've just started off, I think we must use this as an opportunity to everyone who's out there dreaming of writing their own novel. Tell us how easy or difficult it is really. When you decide that this is what you want to do, the implementation part, has it become easy over the years?
It's as easy or as difficult as one makes it. The key requirement really is to get started, to put pen to paper and start translating your thoughts into words and words into stories. I would say there has been a certain democratization of sorts when it comes to writing. There are a whole lot of people out there who are writing, which really is encouraging for those who want to get into it. And there are also publishers and agencies out there which are really fostering new voices. In this case, I have worked with Simon & Schuster India and in association with the Sunflower Seeds to bring it all together. So my message to all aspiring writers out there really is to get started, go for it, and to keep at it really.
And then be with us here on the Breakfast Club. Vivek, so it's crime thriller. This is your first. Are you already eyeing another genre next, or are you going to take this forward? What's in the pipeline? Or is it too soon?
Not really. I would be lying if I say I'm not thinking of another one, and it would be in the same genre, because you develop a certain taste and flow as you go along a certain journey, and this is the arc which I would like to explore further. For now, I'm focused on this one, but some ideas are brewing, and I think I would be getting started on that very soon.
Okay, lovely. And if, before we wrap up this wonderful conversation, if you were to give a small teaser to all those you want to tell must go and opt for this book and read it, what would that one tagline be?
Police action, converging timelines, mystery and crime, it all comes together. It all comes together in this book. Yeah, go for it. I would say that by the time you're done with it, you will say that I didn't see that train coming.
Okay, lovely. Thank you, Vivek, for being with us here this morning, and all the very best.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.